So I took the dogs out and I impaled a wooden stake into my stomach, well, central stomach area, because we've had a lot of rain and a lot of wind, and you can still feel both of them now. I'm gonna have to probably film that way or drop the camera down. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to drop the camera down. So yeah, there was, at the end of the, we call it poo path, but at the end of that, there was a gate that was swaying left and right. And I'm aware it's there because it's quite sharp and quite pointy. So the dogs pulled me through the entry point and it blew into my stomach. So I pretty much just like semi-stabbed myself, pardon me, with it. So it went into my, it went quite in. I had my coat on, had my jumper on and a t-shirt on. I think if I'd just had a t-shirt on, it would have hurt a hell of a lot more. But yeah, to the point of this video, I am walking to work, I'm walking to Morrison's, doing extra, this is the thing, I can do extra time at work, even if it's for 4 or 5 hours, pick them up. Because the thing is, I live, bloody hell, that was slippery. I live, what, 20-30 minutes away? And it's just so worth walking to work 4 or 5 extra hours upon what I'm already on. And I mean, like, that's the thing, that's just it, because like I'm scheduled Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but I'm not scheduled anything until the Friday, of course. And I cannot log on to my schedule because it says like, oh, you need 2-step verification, and I did that for my other emails, but it doesn't work for the Morrison's one for some reason. So I can't log on to the schedule to look at the schedule, and for some bizarre reason this is quite a busy road now. Mind you, it's tea time. It is 4:20, so it is we are going through that commute period. There's no one on the field, that's the thing, but I didn't want to walk on the field because it would be muddy. So yeah, I've got quite a pretty decent cut / bruise on my chest, and I really don't want to get water on my camera lens because that can happen, you know. It's quite surreal as well, like how much I've uploaded so far for just January. And if you can't, and I'm probably expecting you to not hear me because we're having some ferocious winds and so not so much rain, but like I looked at the weather forecast for the next few days, or actually all the way to the point where you can't scroll anymore, and it's pretty much gonna rain for the whole of January, and this sort of wind as well. Whoa, that's strong. Holy cow. So we're gonna have some of the biggest and ferocious winds for like the rest of January. Like, we're gonna have some pretty fucking strong winds. What is that? I know I'm meant to be working and all, but is it just a box? Yeah, it's just a box, isn't it? Like, I thought it had something in it. It's just an empty box. So yeah, I'm doing a 5 till 10 shift, which actually conveniently works out quite well, considering if I finish at 10 o'clock, my dad finishes at 10 o'clock, so actually my dad can give me a lift home, which works conveniently quite well. And I will be, I believe, on the till. See, people slow down when I've got my phone out filming. So the thing is, like, in terms of 10-kilometre walks in January, I was kind of like, oh, I'm not going to do that much. But I ended up doing one walk, I think with the dogs, like one 10-kilometre walk. And I did the Yells car 8 miles on Sunday. And then I thought, well, I'm not going to do another now for a while. The next day, I walked from like Westfield to Halifax. And I did another one then. See if there's any water on the lens. There isn't. That's something I'm kind of getting used to now, water going on the camera lens with it raining so bloody much. I mean, when you see like 10 straight days of rain, you kind of think to yourself, what the bloody hell? There's going to be a point where, bloody hell, if you can see how much traffic is on that bypass, just pause and stop. Good God. I kind of think when I get to the junction here I'm going to stop recording, because it's just going to get really busy and really noisy as well. So fingers crossed. And me and my mum have been watching a little bit of Happy Valley, which is so weird considering it's right round here. Oh yeah, this traffic's going to get worse. I'll keep my camera down. Yeah, this is the road now that gets superiorly busy, and then once you cross it, there's a difference then. Fingers crossed there. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of water on my lens. What a surprise. Can I cross the road? Yes, I can. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. There's a little bit on my camera. Oh, God. I mean, I saw on the news that there's going to be flood warning alerts for North Wales and England, and I don't really well, I can kind of imagine it really. I don't know if it's water or just reflection that's causing it, like a, you know, like the orb, like an orb in front of my camera. But what I do know is this road will not be as busy as that other one. And the rain's not that bad either. Well, not yet, it's not. You kind of expect it to get worse, and well, it's just spitting ever so slightly. Yeah, this is where now this gets busy. It's weird when you have like, when you see on the forecast there's going to be like 10 straight days of rain, like potential stopping of it, but 10 straight days. And when you see on the news like, oh, January or February was the wettest month like on record, I think this month's going to be the wettest on record. I'm honestly not joking. Wow, you can not even really see Ellen that much, because it's not foggy, but it's, yeah, you can only just really make out a little bit of Ellen. Ah, God. And I've been looking at like places for like days out, so like it's kind of like, the thing is like, where are you going? Like I looked at like Hull, for example. I've never thought about staying in Hull ever, but now that Wetherspoons are converting some of their places into hotels, there's a Wetherspoons hotel in Hull, and you can stay there for £76 a night. Like that's just one night. Whereas like you can spend, I think it's £7.15 to get there and back on a return, have the day out there and then come back for like a tenth of that price of that room. And it makes so much total sense. Like yeah, it takes like 2 hours to get to Hull from Halifax, but the idea is then you get a super early train and then you get a train back and do that way. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video because I'm nearly, oh my fucking hell, whoa, whew, gosh, I'm going to wrap up the video for the best. Thanks for watching for now, and goodbye.